Welcome to Uncloaked Delusions. I am Chris Anthony, and I wanted to take a moment to thank the subscribers. This means a lot to me. I am grateful. This means that you are willing to go on this journey with me to discover the truth, to make sense out of nonsense, and to gain perspective on what's going on. And I am grateful, as I've mentioned, and I hope that I can get many more subscribers so we could actually make things happen. We could actually allow our voices to carry our messages and to get things done. So with that being said, I want to have a conversation, or I want to have a particular commentary about this move that the Germans had just made to accept the renminbi in its currency basket. Just days after China's denied threat to stop buying U.S. treasuries, and just days before the launch of China's Petro Yuan futures contract, Germany's central bank confirmed it would include China's renminbi in its reserves. The FT reports that Andreas Dombret, a member of Deutsche Bundesbank executive board, said at the Asian Financial Forum in Hong Kong on Monday that the central bank had decided to include the RMB in our currency reserves. He said the RMB is used increasingly as part of central banks' foreign exchange reserves. For example, the European Central Bank included the RMB as their reserve currency. Think about that. The Germans have accepted the yuan as the reserve currency for their particular country in their basket of currencies. It means that they are going to hold this in high esteem, on par with the petrodollar. So, as I've mentioned before, the petrodollar now has a rival, and that is the Petro Yuan. The inclusion in the German central bank's reserve basket underscored China's increasing prominence in the global financial landscape and reflected policies aimed at making the currency more freely tradable internationally. Mr. Dombret said the notable development from the European point of view over the few years has been the growing international role of the RMB in global financial markets. The offshore yuan strengthened on the news overnight, pushing it to strengthen in over 2 years. And as Les Echos reports, while the Bundesbank wants to integrate the yuan into its foreign exchange reserves, the Banque de France is already using it as a currency of the diversification. The Banque de France has raised a corner of the veil on its strategy of managing foreign exchange reserves. The foreign currency holdings remain overwhelmingly invested in the US dollar, with diversification to a limited number of international currencies such as the Chinese renminbi. Which currency would you rather hold as a stable reserve? The US dollar has been quite volatile over the last 18 months against a broad basket of its largest trading partners. The Chinese renminbi, however, has been very stable over the last 18 months against a broad basket of its largest trading partners, despite volatility against the dollar. As a reminder, last week, the People's Bank of China decided to drop a mechanism it recently created to support the renminbi and safeguard it against capital flight in a sign of rising confidence in the currency. Mr. Dombret said the move was something which we welcome very much. Now, some points that are made. Confidence. Let's discuss that term. Confidence is actually what keeps the dollar afloat in the world abroad. When people have confidence in the fiat currency, the confidence allows that currency to be utilized. Now, when people start losing confidence in the buying power of a particular currency is when you start to see the faltering of that currency. And that's what we're seeing right now. Countries are moving away from using the dollar because the confidence is being shattered, and it's due to other countries deciding that they want to invest more in what the Chinese and what the BRICS nation is doing. So this is going to be something that is going to pan out to be very interesting, because we're living in an interesting time where we get to see the fall of a particular currency. And give me your perspectives on that whole usage of the term confidence, and how we utilize the term confidence and how we peg it to our particular dollar. And I go even a little deeper with that. It's the confidence that people have a tendency to have in you, or you tend to have in people. Would you say that people's confidence in you gives you confidence? Or would you say that confidence already exists within you? So now you try and you elaborate that and even equate that to the dollar. How will you feel when you know that this dollar no longer can purchase a loaf of bread for you because it's been inflated? It's been hyperinflated, actually, because we are going to see a deflation, I believe, before we see the hyperinflation. And you're going to see the banks pretty much pour this money that they would consider to be helicopter money into the economy and enrich it for a moment until the hyperinflation actually ensues. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Now leave your comments. Let's create a conversation about this particular move that Germany has made and France has made. And like, subscribe. Let's get these subscriptions up. Share the video. Let's make this a viral thing if we possibly can. And allow me to be the voice of reasoning economically, historically, and geopolitically, and domestically on a political level as well for you, the people. And mind you, color has absolutely nothing to do with this. The goal of the banksters is to divide. That's the only way they can conquer. Let's not allow them to do this to us. I'm Chris Anthony, and that's just a little perspective on this particular move that's being snubbed in the mainstream media. And I'm out.